Hello and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm here to give you my thoughts on Luton managing to get a point away against Sheffield Wednesday. The losing streak away from home has finally stopped and I'm just happy that we've managed to stop that, if I'm being honest with you. In the second half, it was a lot of hard work. We had to defend extremely well. McGuinness, I felt, put in a captain-like type of performance which was great to see, putting his body on the line, clearing balls out of the box. It was great to see, and who knows what could have happened if he actually started the season with us and had a pre-season with us rather than signing him quite late on. He's got better as the season has gone on, and I can see him being a future captain. I really, really do. He gets highly praised amongst coaching staff and also with the players. And I think as fans, we're starting to see it a little bit more. Even his passing ability, some say it's not the greatest, but I feel like that's also getting better as the season has gone on. I think the confidence is starting to come with him, and hopefully we can see even better performances when we start winning games of football. But I do want to start by talking about the starting 11 that played against Sheffield Wednesday. It was a bold starting lineup, I have to admit. Brown on the right hand side with Morris up top, Alfie on the left hand side, and then it was the midfield of Clark and Asgard. I expected Asgard to start, if I'm honest. I said that in my match preview. We needed that creativity in the middle of the park, and then Lamine Fanny came in rather than Nakamba. I thought that was a bold decision. He starts his first game under Matt Bloomfield in that defensive midfielder role. At right back it was Walters, at left back it was Joe Johnson for the injured Amari Bell. Isaiah Jones didn't feature due to some personal reasons. Hopefully he's okay, but Amari Bell was out due to an injury. But I thought Joe Johnson did an okay performance. With him being young, he's going to learn so much playing in these types of games rather than playing in a under 21 game. It was nice to see him playing in his correct position, and I didn't think he was too bad, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't think he was amazing. I thought he tried his best, he did a job, and he's going to get better hopefully with more and more games under his belt. It might not be the right time to play him in a second half of the season trying to stay up campaign. It might be better next season, but we'll see what happens in the next couple of days, if whether or not he gets sent out on loan. And then it was the centre-back partnership of McGuinness and Anderson with Thomas in goal. In terms of how I felt the first half went about, I didn't think there was much in it between the two sides. Lack of opportunities, 100%, but we did get that goal. We got the first one. Brown on the right hand side put in a ball towards the edge of the box. Morris did well to hold off his defender. He laid it off to Alfie, and guess what? He had a shot from outside the box. Look what happens when you have a shot from outside the box. When you've got quality in your side, like Alfie Doughty, like Ali, like Asgard, players that are willing to shoot from distance, goals like that you will see on a more regular basis. It's nice to see goals like that. We don't score those types of goals often, so we should celebrate them when they do come about. One touch, hit it. What quality in the strike. Brilliant, brilliant goal. And we go in at half-time 1-0 up. Some may say there's not much between the two sides in terms of the chances, but we took our chance, which came from outside the box. Happy days. But unfortunately, since Matt Bloomfield has become the Luton Town manager, and in every single game he's managed for us, our second half performances are the complete opposite to the first half. You look at Sheffield Wednesday, for example. The manager, he wasn't happy with their performance in the first half. They didn't really test Thomas Kaminski at all, really. They made 2 subs, and those subs had an impact in the way they were playing in the second half. In fact, the whole team had a massive confidence boost. They upped the gears a little bit, and they definitely piled on the pressure. I think in the first 5 minutes of that second half, Luton, we were on the back foot, and we were like, oh my God, they've had 3 or 4 corners, putting the ball right in the dangerous areas. and causing us all sorts of problems. But at first we were dealing with it. I thought Lamine Fanny was brilliant at certain points, but he did let himself down with that penalty. I would love to see a different angle of the penalty. At first, I don't think it is, but I'm going off by the angle which I follow showed, and it didn't look clear to me. Of course, the ref might have had a better angle than what I had from watching it at home, but I would love to see a different angle just to kind of reassure me that actually it was a penalty. It just didn't look like one. It didn't look clear and obvious. But my point is, prior to that actual penalty, the Sheffield Wednesday player, he managed just to beat 2 or 3 of our players with a bit of strength, with a bit of skill, and we didn't wipe him out outside the box. Sometimes with us, I wish we just wipe out players before they cause us problems, because throughout the whole game in the second half, in fact, the Sheffield Wednesday players, they did use a lot of their individual ability, their skills, whether that was turning one of our players or just beating our players with a bit of pace, to cause and create chances. And it was something which we're kind of lacking. We need to get to that level of what Sheffield Wednesday were doing. That confidence of when their attackers get the ball, they're able to beat their man and whip in a ball into the box, or cut inside and drive into the box and have a shot at goal. We need to get to that point, because we're not quite there yet. I do think it would get better with more training sessions. We don't have a game next week, so we can focus on attacking training sessions and work on certain things. But that's the level what I want to get. I want to get to that Sheffield Wednesday level on how to create opportunities, because they just lacked a clinical edge in front of goal, and that's been Sheffield Wednesday all season, if I'm being honest with you, especially at home. They are draw specialists at home. I think that's their 7th draw at home out of 9, and it's all because they're just not clinical in front of goal. But despite that, we did have to defend well. We did put our bodies on the line. McGuinness sliding in, blocking shots, Kaminsky making a couple of good saves. It was nice to see that we were doing some basic defending. It's just a shame that we gave away a silly penalty and we just didn't wipe out the player before he entered the box. But in terms of our attacking display, I think we had one really good chance. Josh Bowler from the edge of the box. Ali kind of cut inside, had a shot. He beat his man and had a shot. It kind of just fell to Bowler on the edge of the box. He just dragged his shot wide. But that was only the real opportunity we had in the second half. I thought this long ball to Morris stuff, it needs to kind of stop, because what's happening is we're going long to Morris, he isn't winning the header or he isn't holding the play up, and we've got no one around Morris, and then Sheffield Wednesday are just picking up that loose ball. They're picking up the second battle, the third battle, and then just progressing back to our half and attacking us. And we're just inviting that pressure again, because we just weren't playing out like we were doing in the first half. So we need to get into doing that again. I thought the new signings, they did okay. I thought Asgard, you can definitely see that with more game time, with more training sessions with the current group of players, he will come good. I did at times felt he went missing. Not that was because of him, but more of the fact that we weren't giving him the ball. And that's what I felt sorry for. That's why I was a bit disappointed in the second half in the way we were playing, because it's like we're a different side in the second half, especially under Matt Bloomfield. I don't know what it is. It must be a mentality thing, or not being able to adapt to the opposition. I'm not too sure, but we needed to keep playing it a bit, because we were playing some nice stuff today, but we just weren't really impacting that Sheffield Wednesday defence as much as I would have liked to. I didn't think Brown had a good game. Surely that's got to be his last chance in a Luton shirt. I do think if Isaiah Jones was actually fit and available, Brown wouldn't have been in the starting 11, I would like to think. And then in regards to Morris, I didn't think he had a good game. I think I looked at the stats, he had the least touches of the ball, which doesn't help. I know we're away from home, but that doesn't help there. But look, overall, we've got a point. on the road against a good side, in my opinion, in Sheffield Wednesday. If only the owner would actually financially invest in that team, they would actually do extremely well under their manager, because I do think Danny Rowe is one of the best managers in the Championship. Tactically, I think he's very smart in the way he plays his football. We watched it today. I thought it was quite good, and when he isn't happy, he will make those changes, and he did it extremely early. But look, next week, no game. Hopefully lots of hard graft on that training pitch, and just trying to iron out these, I guess, creating opportunity moments. Because if we can get that right, if we start scoring goals for fun, we don't have to then rely on doing the basics right at the back. Of course, you still got to do those. You still got to do the basic defending. But if you score goals, you win games of football. That's the most important thing. And right now, we need to win games of football to climb out of those relegation places and just to stay away from them. So fingers crossed it can get better going forward. But those are my thoughts. Just happy that we've not lost a game. The losing streak away from home has finally stopped. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Drop a like on my match reaction video. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. I did upload 2 videos yesterday, so go and check out those videos. And I'll see you guys in my video tomorrow, which will be 5 things which we learnt about from the game against Sheffield Wednesday. I'll see you then.